Princessa. Bye-bye. You dig what I'm saying? So he's going to put us on top. The way we were on the bottom, he's going to put us on top. Give me Zechariah 8 and 13. Give me Jeremiah 33 and 42.
What's his name? Job?
Job, yeah.
Yeah. He went through a lot of tribulation.
Oh, yeah.
To prove his faith. And yeah, that's I feel like that's what we going through is magnified. What he went through, we going through it, but on a
grand scale.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Hey man, let me tell you something. So, probably as the individuals, Job went through probably more than all of us.
Yeah.
Because in 5 minutes, man, go to the book of Job. Go to the book of Job, man. Job is such a beautiful story, but it's the reason why we have it is because the conditions we do live in, and we're supposed to be able to deal with it. And I mean, the only time Job went off is he doubted a little bit. He's like, damn, you put me through all this? But really, the Most High God, Job chapter 1, where Satan is talking. Now there was a day, verse 6.
It's the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to the presence, came to present themselves before the Lord.
Right.
And Satan came also amongst them. And the Lord,
Satan came also amongst them. This is a divine counsel.
Yeah, yep.
Right? Read on.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?
So they lied to us in the church. They said there's a battle between the devil and God. No, even that Satan is following God's instructions. Right? Read on.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going
to and fro
in the earth, and from walking up and down.
Read on.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Man, the Most High brought Job up. The Most High was like, hey, what about Job?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to go to chapter 2 anyway. Go ahead.
Basically, yeah. That
I want to see how he lost everything.
So without permission or anything said, I don't think Satan would do anything.
No, absolutely not. Because the Bible said, if you kept reading, man, keep reading. Go back and keep reading. Go back and keep reading. Have you considered my servant Job? Read on from there. Because this guy's making good points. I mean, we gotta address that. That's the spirit. Read on.
Satan come amongst them and
come on.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going.
No, we already read that. Come on now.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou
considered my servant Job? Read on.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man.
Job was perfect and upright. Read on.
One that feared God and eschewed evil.
Read on.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Do Job fear God from God?
Okay, he said, so Satan is really trying to challenge Job. He says, well, of course Job loves you because he's living good right now, basically. Read on.
Has not thou made a hedge about him?
A what?
Has not thou made a hedge about him?
A hedge around him. He's saying you protecting him. Satan can't touch him if God has a hedge around him. If you've got a hedge of protection around you, you know, it's like if God want to protect you, can't nobody harm you. If God wants you harmed, can't nobody protect you, right? He has to open up those gates, right? So he has a hedge of protection. The devil's like, Satan's like, you have a hedge of protection around him. You're protecting him. That's why he's so happy right now. Read on.
And about his house?
About him and his whole house. Read on.
And about all that he had on every side?
Everything Job had. Read on.
That has blessed the work of his hands.
You bless everything he does.
I didn't read I didn't know all that, so that's why he went through heck and back.
Right, because the Satan's like, man, of course he loves you now, man. Look how good he got it. You protecting him, man. Everything he does flourishes. He got thousands of sheep, thousands of oxes and all that. His kids everywhere, all this stuff. He got all this good stuff. And then what happens? In chapter 2, he loses everything. Like a cartoon. Yeah. Like a fire comes down and destroys his sheep or something. And then somebody runs in the door like a comedy, like a sitcom. And it's like, Job, all your cattle are gone. And he's like, what? All what? And then while he's talking, somebody else runs in. Job, all your crops are gone. And then while that dude's talking, another dude comes in. Job, all your kids are gone. You dig what I'm saying? It was like in the same 5 minutes. Job is funny as hell, man. Job is funny as hell. It is like in the same 5 minutes, he lost everything he had. Let me tell you, man, I lose a $20 bill, man. My day is ruined. He lost his crops, his animals, his children in 5 minutes. And read on, you know where that's at in there? Come on, man. I got to get my Bible, man, because y'all don't know shit. I want to read that story where the things. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I want the story where when he lost everything. It's like there in chapter 2. I know my Bible. I don't know y'all Bible. You know where it's at? Let me read that real fast because I want to show you something. Job. Okay, so check it out. So Job loses everything he has, right? Give me chapter 1, verse 16. I'm gonna give y'all my Bible to read because then I'll really be rolling.
Just the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 16.
You know, you roll it. Go ahead.
While he was yet speaking.
While that dude was speaking, now go back up another verse. 15.
15. And the Sabians fell upon them.
Sabians. So people ran up on Job's property. Read on.
Who's the Sabians? I'm sorry.
Sabians. It's another group of people that lived. Job lived in an area called, and he actually lived like around Edom, so like below Israel. Okay. So he was kind of out there by himself. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a foreign nation, right? Read on.
Fell upon him and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
Right. So the guy comes in and says, "Hey man, the Sabians came in and slayed all your servants." Job had servants and all that. Read on.
And I only am escaped alone.
He said, "I'm the only one who lived." And he killed everything. One servant's like, "Hey, he killed everybody else." Job, read on.
While he was yet speaking.
And while that guy was talking, read on.
There came also another and said.
Then another one bust in the room at the same time. Read on.
The fire of God is falling from heaven.
He said, man, fire came from the sky. Read on.
And had burned up the sheep.
And burned up all your sheep. He had thousands of sheep. Read on.
And the servants. And consumed them.
And destroyed all your servants and your sheep. Read on.
And I only.
He said, and I'm the only one that lived. Again, right? Read on.
And I only am escaped alone to tell you.
And he says, I am the only one who lived. Again. But read on.
While he was yet speaking.
And while that guy was talking, read on.
There came also another.
Then another guy comes in, read on.
And said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels.
Read on.
And have carried them away.
He said, now some other people came and stole all your camels. Read on.
Ye, and slayed the servants.
And killed all your servants there. Read on.
With the edge of the sword.
Right, read on.
And I am, and only I am escaped alone.
And he's the only one who lived, right? But read on. Watch what Job does. Now this is his whole life. Read on.
While he was yet speaking.
And while that guy was talking, read on.
There came another also.
Then here comes another dude. I mean, this is back to back to back. You know that Drake shit? Back to back. Read on.
And said, thy sons, thy daughters were eating.
He said, your sons and your daughters were eating. Read on.
And drinking wine. In their eldest brother's house.
Read on.
And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness.
A great wind from the wilderness came.
And smote the 4 corners of the house.
And destroyed the house where your kids were at. Read on.
And it fell upon the young man.
It said, hey, Job, your cattle are gone. Your camels are gone. Your sheep are gone. Your servants are gone. Your servants are gone. People came to murder them. Fire came from the sky. Your kids were all having a get together, and the house got destroyed. Read on.
And they are dead.
And they're all dead now. All your children are gone too. Read on.
And I only am escaped.
And I'm the only one who escaped alive. This is crazy, right? Yeah. All in 5 minutes. This is Job's whole life. It's being destroyed in 5 minutes. Read on.
Then Job arose.
Job got up. Read on.
And rent his mantle.
He ripped his clothes. That's what we used to do back in the day. We used to rent our clothes. We get pissed off. Right? Read on.
And shaved his head.
He shaved his head. Read on.
And fell down upon the ground.
And he fell down on the ground and did what?
And worshipped.
And he worshipped the Most High God. Read on.
And said, naked Naked came I out of the mother's womb.
He said, I ain't had nothing when I came into this world. Read on.
And naked shall I return thither.
And I don't need nothing when I leave. Right? Read on.
The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken
He
away.
says the Lord gives and the Lord takes away. You know how people say that, grandma and all them say that? Lord give it, Lord take it away. That come from Job. Read on.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
He just lost everything he had, and he said, blessed be the name of the Lord. Man, I lose $20, and I'd be like, mother, you dig what I'm talking about? Read on.
In all this, Job sinned not.
And all that, Job didn't even sin. That's crazy. This is a beautiful story for us to go back to. I'm glad you brought this up, man. I needed to hear this. I think this was for me. Oh, I think that was for me right now. Because this is a story for our people, because we all going through it, right? In one way or another. But this brother, he lost everything he had in 5 minutes. And he did not even sin. He didn't curse the Lord. Man, look at these white folks right here. Look at them. If they always say something, if Bill Gates woke up tomorrow with Oprah's money, he'd be done jumped out the window.
I mean, everybody was going crazy when Queen Elizabeth died. I'm like, look, I don't
Right,
care.
right.
I do not care.
Hey, brother, the Most High dealing with you. You know how many brothers I seen on Facebook changing their profile picture to the Buckingham Palace?
Like, no.
So what you doing changing? People I went to high school with changing their picture to Buckingham Palace.
They didn't learn about the history. They didn't learn about history.
Wicked woman, wicked blood drinking, slavery induced woman.
Yeah, she did nothing about it. What they say, it's worse to good men not to do anything and good evil men prevail or something like that.
Yeah.
And she didn't do anything. She
Right.
didn't do anything.
Right.
So she let
And not even just didn't do anything. Her lineage were the slavers.
Yeah.
They took a big part of that going on. That's right. That's right. They crying. They got our people over there crying for the queen. Crying. And you know what? Got our women calling themselves queen. Queen actually means whore.
Yeah, I know.
Our women are princess. He's kind of a smart dude.
I
But see,
know that.
our women are not queens. I call them a princess, and they think I'm downgrading.
Yeah.
They want to be called the queen. They don't know that queen means whore.
Yep.
Right? They got a gay group of white boys call themselves queen in the 70s or something, right?
Queen?
Right.
You go to the origin of queen?
Right. The origin, the etymology, or he's our etymology specialist. It goes back to whoredom.
Yep.
Right? And then I got our women. Check this out, because we live on the bottom. Give me Psalm 73. Give me Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and 3. Let me show you something, because our women are on the bottom. Even though we be fronting, everybody got Jordans and everybody got, a fake Louis Vuitton bag or something like that. They really doing bad. You go to their house, man, they got mouse traps.
Yep.
You dig? And they act like the way you see how people walk up and down the street, you wouldn't think they got mouse traps at home. Because they got them fly Jordans, right? But the truth is, our people are doing bad. Right? Our people are doing very bad as a people. But we look at these other people, and they're doing really good. Right? So now our women, who are the most beautiful women on the planet, all these blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the most beautiful women, they want to be Meghan Markle because she's living the materialistic dream of this world. Right? Read this.
It's the book of Psalms.
Right? They want to be Barbie. They grow up with Barbie, and they give them a black Barbie. She still got straight hair. Right? You know how much I had to search online to get a doll for my daughter that had an afro? I finally got it too, man. She didn't play with it. I made her play with it. Play with that thing. Read on. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I was envious at the foolish,
We were envious at the foolish people, right? Read on.
but I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
You saw the prosperity of the wicked, right? Look at these people. Like, you think this guy ever got beat down by the police?
No.
How old was he the first time a police took a nightstick and jabbed it in his chest?
Not one time.
I bet it never happened to him. It never happened to him. But it happened to me.